Hello, this is Aldi, and here are my finds for today, Saturday, April 1st, 2017. There's no April Fools in this video, by the way. So, I got up and watched some TV, and because I woke up early this morning, couldn't get back to sleep, so I watched some TV, and I said, oh, I forgot to check on the internet on Kijiji to see if there are any estate sales, and I found one with 78 cent toys, and I went there, and here are my finds. I went through the house and I had a lot of fun looking through the stuff. First thing I purchased while I was waiting to see the because I think there was a sister and brother selling the stuff. They were about my age or a little bit older. The house has been sold and everything, and I saw a box, and the sister said, no, this is not for sale. Obviously it was a bunch of coins of pennies that they needed. They were in jars and rolls, and they had to bring that to the bank. This one was full of pennies. I said, oh, I'd like to have the can. Can I? So I'll give you $1 for the can. And they she transferred the coins into another jar, and I got this beautiful caramel O can for $1. It's made by Ernest Carrière Inc. from Montreal, and it's the same company who made maple spread. And I even recognize the styling of the writing here on these little signs there. It reminds me of the maple spread label. Maple spread, I already have several cans, small ones like this one and bigger ones, but this I have never seen. And the colors are spectacular. Caramel O, beaver there, and a little elf there. And this one is in French, this one is in English. Children just love it. Of course it's sugar. Of course children love it. Well, I'm really glad. So no matter what I was going to do after this, my trip was worth it. I'm in love with this can. So I gathered stuff, and I got other people. I heard around me a lot of pickers going in and out, complaining that stuff was too expensive. But I stayed calm, made my pile, and finally managed to get everything you will see on my bed for $15. So what do we have? Should I show them in the order I found them, or I'll try to follow the order I found the things. First we have a Slinky box. Unfortunately it's empty, and but I can always eventually find a metallic Slinky in the yard sale. But when do you find the box? I know it's old because it's only in English, and yeah, printed in Canada. I think it's made in James Industries Ontario Limited, Scarborough, Ontario, and the whole box is only in English. So that's that's before. I won't go into politics here, but it helps age the item. So it's a pretty old box, no years. I love this box. The price was obviously ripped off, so it was probably a Christmas gift or something like that. So $0 and something 4 cents. So that's a cool box. I had to pick it up. Found this little. I don't know what's the name for these knickknacks thing. It's still sealed, still in its value pack, only 10 cents. So you pull a little trigger here. It's like a little mini plastic pinball. So I like stuff like that. Especially a brand new one. So that's pretty cool. Found this shoehorn, metallic shoehorn, always useful. And let me see, what did I find next? There was a whole bunch of license plates. I only took the oldest one. There we go. Quebec 52. And that's the oldest one. I saw a bunch of ones from 1978, 74, 71, 76 with the Olympics symbol on it, but I already have one better than the one I saw. I only picked this one. And, yep. What else did I find? Oh, this little old magic baking powder book. Got it for the nice cover picture. There was a whole stack of these 1950s free recipe books with products announced on them. This is the one that attracted me because you have the product on the cover. I only picked this one. I already have a whole bunch of these things, but got this one. I also found in their garage a box of papers and stuff and pens, and I found this amazing. I might have to switch to French for a few. Ça ici, c'est, je capotais quand j'ai trouvé ça dans une boîte de papeterie là, avec des stylos jamais ouverts, des refills de stylos, des brochures. Bang, je trouve ça. Le carnet de cartes postales avec des images du village de Séraphin de Sainte-Adèle. Je l'ai visité dans les années 70. Mon père nous a emmenés là-bas. aux vacances, aux premières vacances, dans le temps que mon père commençait à chauffer un automobile, à conduire une automobile, puis je pense qu'au milieu des années 70, on était là. Le cahier, il est presque complet, il manque juste la carte postale de la maison de Séraphin qu'on peut voir ici. Mais toutes les autres sont là. Je n'irai pas tout dans les détails. Là. So this is basically, it's only missing one postcard, but it's a booklet of postcards of scenes from this village. This village they built around a extremely popular soap opera made in Quebec of Les Belles Histoires des Pays d'en haut. Set in the late 80s, 1880s or 1890s, late 19th century in Quebec, and it's a very popular. Even as we speak, there is a new version of this series that's been made. It's an extremely popular, and so I visited this place in the 70s, so I was very happy to find this in the middle of nothing, like just paperwork, not paperwork, but like pens and staplers and white paper pads and stuff like that, and I dug through. I was too curious to just pass, and I found this, so it's pretty rare. What else did I find? 2 sheet music, one in French, one in English. There was a lot of organ sheet music, and these are the only ones I picked up. Mike the Knife, recorded by Bobby Darin. So you have Bobby Darin's photo, and the French one here, Je te réchaufferai, one of my favorite Charles Aznavour songs. It was also recorded by Georges Guettari, which I have both versions of on record, but of course Charles Aznavour's version is the best one. I found one with Edith Piaf, but it was just a drawing of Edith Piaf. I'll let it there. What else did I find? Obviously we get to the I found a few free items. For instance, this was full of cloths. I took them out, put them in something else, and I got this A&A disque et ruban, magazine de disque et ruban à travers le Canada. So it was a record store. I didn't go to A&A very often, just a few times at Carrefour Laval in the early 1980s. You have the French side and English side here. So yes, when I find bags or things like that, I have bags like these for discus. They used to be sealed at the top. This is just a regular bag. Other free things I got. This I was surprised, didn't ask any money for this. This was cool. This is a Central Auto Repairs Limited 1951 calendar. 2 months at a time. All the months are there all the way to December. And yes, in so shape, but it was free, so just like the image, that's what you saw at the beginning of the video there, it's a cat or the dog. And what else did I get? I'm trying to do in the right order. Oh, and obviously I found some records. As I get down the stairs to see the LPs, one guy had 3 LPs in his hands, and I knew it was too late. He had the soundtrack of, I think, Phantom of the Opera, or Phantom of something, I don't remember. He had Inagada da Vida, which I had in better shape than the one he found, and I didn't quite see what else he picked. But I got better records, I think. So I got some 78s that he did not see, maybe he didn't even care for 78s, and some 45s. So a little bit of French here. Out of the 45s I got ici j'ai trouvé la chanson Maurice Richard par Pierre Letourneau. Un tout petit peu de grooveware, de grichage de sillon, mais pas beaucoup. Aucune égratignure. J'ai déjà cette chanson-là sur l'album de Pierre Letourneau. Mais le 45 tours, c'est la première fois que je mets la main dessus en bon état. Ça, je l'avais pris de même, comme ça, mais finalement, je l'ai eu dans le lot quand j'ai voulu éliminer certains items. Ça, c'est Zoom Bye Bye par Danny Obey Midhouse, avec un château de sable par Danny Obey. Je sais plus à combien de copies je suis rendu, il était super propre. This one I got excited at the time I found it, but it turns out that it's a 1980s fake unofficial reissue. It's a counterfeit. It's She Loves You by the Beatles on Swan S4152S. I did my homework just before the video. I went on the internet and realized it was a 1980s reissue. It's not an original. And the other side, of course, is I'll Get You, but it's still nice to have. I don't have it at all. And so I'm glad I got this in the lot. And in terms of records, also like I said, I found some 78s, but I put, even though they have sleeves, I put them in 3 free bags. I got them for free. So I have 2 of these. Edouard Chambaud magazine. I think in previous videos I found some of these and showed them. It's nice to have more, where you put the record in and you would tie this up like this. And I have 2 of these at Edouard Chambaud. The store still exists at that same address. 500 East Rue Sainte-Catherine in Montreal. And this store from the English part of Montreal, in the west side of Montreal, 1112 Sainte-Catherine West. Oh, there's another one in, I didn't even see that. Okay. Wow, Ottawa on Spark Street. I didn't know that. Trois-Rivières, Quebec. It's C.W. Lindsay Company Limited. I've never heard of this store. It's a store that sold old 78. And the 78s themselves. Well, let's end with that. So out of the 8 78s I got, there's 2 that are duds. These on Bluebird here with the blue label. I have 2 Glenn Millers. This is the worst one. Sierra Sue and Moments in the Moonlight. It's juked. Both sides are juked. And this one is Hear My Song Violetta. Again by Glenn Miller and his orchestra. The other side is Starlight and Music. This side is not as trash as this side. So those are the 2 I could have just left behind. These are the 6 I picked up that I'm happy I got. So this one is like an old VE Master's Voice. California Hummingbirds, Constantinople. I have a better version of this song, but don't ask me who sang it. I don't remember, but I know I have a better version of that song. And this side is Somebody Sweet is Sweet on Me. It's in great shape. I've listened to it earlier. This is look interesting enough, and it's okay. It's a good record. Spud Murphy and his orchestra, never heard that, so and there's a pretty clean copy. So this is My Little Girl and Transcontinental. It's an okay record. And then I found something. I was really glad because, believe it or not, even though I have between 3,000 and 4,000 78s, I never acquired until today any Bluebird records with this beige and blue label. Can you believe that? And I never found one worth picking up, or interesting enough, or in great shape, or cheap enough, whatever. Never had any of these Bluebirds. So today I picked, the last 4 are on that label. So I've put them in chronological order of numbers. Here I have B6640. I have Sheffield and his Rippling Rhythm Orchestra. We have In the Chapel in the Moonlight. On the other side is You're Everything Sweet. And then I have Johnny Hemp and his orchestra. We have Love is Good for Anything That Ails You. Okay. From the Republic film, The Hit Parade. The other side is What Was It Rain? Was it rain? Was it rain? And then I found Abe Lyman and his orchestra. We'll go. I won't go with the details here. On the sentimental side. The other side is This Is My Night to Dream. The last one I kept for the end. I was so happy when I saw the paper sleeve. What a gorgeous paper sleeve! An original Bluebird Happiness in Every Note sleeve. Records made by Victor. I really love this sleeve. And this one is again Glenn Miller, but this one is first of all better than the 2 other ones earlier, I think. And in great condition. Thank goodness this one is not trash like the 2 other ones. This is The Ladies in Love with You. I love this side. This is the best side of all. The other side is My Last Goodbye. So I'm really glad I picked this up. And I think for everything on the bed right now, this can I paid $1, and I still love that purchase. Goes well with the can of Libby's tomato juice I picked up last week. On the way there. Anyway. And so I have all these things, either free or part of the lot. And it's really funny because the 78, he was asking $10 a 78 at first, and then went down to 5, then 2, and said, at $2 I'll pick up only this one. And I put these aside. We haggled on the prices for the rest, started making a pile. It was $1.45. I picked that one out of the pile after a while. This was $1. This was $1, believe it or not. This 50 cents. This was free, the calendar. These were 50 cents each. Anyway, we started calculating, and I don't know. I was trying to get some more 78s, and he said, "Oh, because when we spoke, and he realized I'm not a picker who turns around and sells stuff. I just collect for my own pleasure." I think he opened up, and he agreed to let me have all the 878s I had picked up, and I threw back in this 45 that I had originally left out, and I got everything for $15. So that was really nice of him. And so I got all of this, and the final purchase was at the Central Bazaar. Yeah, I might as well mention that bazaar. And I always pick up these. I need as many of these I can find. These are like halogen lamps on a stand with a on-off and dimmer. Because in the basement, once I figure out how to set up all my record collections and shelves and everything, I'll need as many of these as I can find, because I don't want to have to install neon lights on the ceiling. So got this for $10. So there we go. This was what I was using earlier for the lighting in my room. So thank you for watching. Goodbye.